friends, I'm Walker and welcome back to All About Nails, where we talk about vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. And today I'm going to talk about a new to me brand, a new to this channel brand, Yapa Beauty. Yapa Beauty sent me 3 polishes to review and swatch, and so I'm going to do that now. So if you're interested in learning about this new vegan brand, then stay tuned. Alright, so before we dive into the polishes, I want to tell you a little bit about this company. All of their polishes are 7 free, they're vegan, they're cruelty free, they're paraben free. I think that's it. It's just from the back of their bottle. On their website they have a pretty wide range. I think they have like 70 colors almost, so that's a lot. I don't know when they were established or when they first started making polish, but I think they're relatively new, so 70 polishes feels like a lot. I'll put their website down below, you know, if you're interested, but yeah, so that's Yapa Beauty. Okay, let's talk about these 3 polishes. The first polish that I swatched was this blue. And this is William. William is a sky blue with silver shimmer running throughout it, and I was pretty impressed the silver shimmer actually did show up on the nail. As far as application, this first coat was pretty streaky and didn't quite self-level, you know, so it like streaked and then didn't ever even out. When it dried, it just dried in those streaks. I hope I'm describing that well. If not, you can see it in the live swatch. This one, I put 2 coats on in my live swatch, and then when I went to take my swatch picture, I actually decided that I needed 3 coats to make this super smooth and super opaque, because even with 2 coats, I had some like unevenness and some kind of streaky patches, and so I did put a 3rd coat on. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of William. The second polish that I swatched was this really beautiful kind of burnt orange copper color. This is Oliver. Oliver had a very similar formula to Williams. This first coat was pretty thin and streaky. A second coat built it up pretty well, but didn't quite self-level out all of that unevenness. So for my swatch picture, again, I decided to add a 3rd coat of Oliver. I will say this one was probably a little bit more opaque than William, a little bit. This color I think is really beautiful. It's like a burnt orange metallic. This is a finish that I don't love and probably won't wear a ton, but if you like this finish, this is a really pretty shade in this finish. And then the 3rd polish that I received and swatched is a totally different finish. This is a cream through and through, no shimmer, no nothing. This one is called Amelia. And Amelia is this really pretty, like, soft lilac color. I thought this was a gorgeous color, and the formula on this one was a little bit better than the other 2. It was a little streaky on the first coat, but honestly, with a color this light, that kind of didn't surprise me. It had the same issue of, like, not quite self-leveling like the other ones, and so I did a 3rd coat on this one, which I expected to. Did a 3rd coat for my swatch photo, so you're going to see 3 coats of Amelia. This one, since it is a straight cream, I wasn't sure how unique it was, so I did want to compare it to a couple from Zoya's collection. The 2 that I compared this one to are Marley and Abby, and I don't have all of Zoya's super light purple creams, so there could be another one that is closer to this one, but Marley and Abby were definitely not as light as this one, and I'm kind of impressed with how white this is, yet how much purple it still packs, so I thought the color on this one was fabulous. Alright, so let's talk about some final thoughts here. I am impressed with the range of polishes in this brand's collection. They have a ton of different finishes, a ton of different colors. I like them a lot. The formula was like fine. I've had worse, I've had better, they're fine. The thing that really gets me about this brand that will probably keep me from adding more of them to my collection is the price point. So this bottle is a pretty typical bottle. It's 0.45 fluid ounces. It is exactly the same as the Dimension Nails bottles. Like, exactly the same. The difference is that Dimension Nails retails for between $10 and $12, depending on how new it is, and Yapa Beauty retails for $18. Ugh. They have very similar kind of claims, like they're both vegan, they're both cruelty free. I think Dimension Nails is maybe 10 free. So they're basically the same bottle, same size, very different price points. Even $10 I think is expensive for a lot of people to spend on a polish. And the Dimension Nails formulas, honestly, are way better than the Yapas that I tried. Yikes. The other thing that sets it apart is the brush. So Dimension Nails polishes come in the same bottle. It looks like it's going to be the same brush, but it's actually, their brush is really thick. I don't know if you can, yeah, let's see, can you see this? Their brush is really wide. It's almost like an Orly brush. Whereas the Yapa ones have this really thin brush that is thinner than the Zoya brush. And I know people complain about the Zoya brush all the time. This brush is teeny tiny. Like, can you see the stem of that brush? It's so small. And I kind of wonder if this contributed to the streakiness in this polish, because it was hard to apply, right? It was such a thin brush, I had to manipulate it a lot, and so that could be why it didn't come out super evenly. I don't know, that's my guess. I'm not a polish maker expert, but that's my guess. So I think my final thoughts on this brand are, you know, if they have a color that you're like dying for, you're really excited for, then go ahead, pick it up. You know, the formula might be better on some others than it was on these ones. And the formula is not bad, right? Like, it's not bad, but it's not something I'm gonna pay $18 for. All right, that's my whole review. If you've tried this brand, definitely let me know what your thoughts were. I've seen other people swatch these polishes and they did not have the same issues with the formula that I had. So, you know, somebody else could love this brand. Let me know if you've tried it or if you've considered trying it. You know, what are your thoughts right now? I'd love to hear them. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I publish new videos every Saturday, Wednesday, and every other Sunday. And I would love to have you join me for my next one. Awesome, thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. It's a lot.